blast furnace. The extraction of iron. Iron is extracted from iron ore in a huge container called blast furnace. Iron ore such as a hematite contain iron 3 oxide Fe2O3. The oxygen must be removed from the iron 3 oxide in order to leave the iron behind. Reactions in which oxygen is removed are called reduction reactions. My dear friends, a blast furnace consists of the important parts, zones you can say. In this, limestone ore coke is dropped from the top of the furnace by the cup and cone arrangement, and it is the 3 zones are there. At the upper zone at 500 degrees centigrade, Fe2O3 plus carbon dioxide gives Fe3O4 and carbon dioxide. So these are the important chemical reactions. At 850 degree, iron is combined with carbon monoxide. At 1000 degree, FeO is combines with carbon dioxide, gives reduced to that is Fe for iron. At 1300 degree, carbon dioxide converted to carbon monoxide, and and finally 1900 degree centigrade, carbon dioxide combines with oxygen, gives carbon dioxide, and FeO is reduced to Fe, that is iron. This molten iron is collected here, and the calcium oxide combines with silicon dioxide, gives calcium silicate, which is acts as a slag which tapped out periodically. Well friends, iron reacts with the lime to produce a low melting mixture of calcium silicates called slag, as I told you, which floats on the top of the molten iron. Molten iron is then allowed to run out of the bottom of the furnace, leaving the slag behind. These are the important chemical reactions taking place in the blast furnace. My dear friends, after the blast furnace, the molten pig iron is purified. In those days, Mr. Kelm Island Museum is industrial museum, Alma Street, along the side River Don, in the center of the Sheffield, England. It was opened in 1982. Henry Besmer. This is the person, Henry Besmer, who discovered this Besmer's converter. This is a big Besmer's converter used in the manufacture of steel. Henry Besmer, who discovered the Besmer converter, manufacture of steel by Besmer converter, is the important for 2 marks or 3 marks question sometimes. The Besmer process was the first inexpensive industrial process for the mass production of steel from molten pig iron before the development of the open hearth process. The Besmer converter was a machine, and surrounding process that involved the removal of impurities from pig iron and its conversion into steel. The key principle behind its operation was the removal of impurities such as silicon, manganese, carbon through oxidation, turning the brittle, largely unusable pig iron into very useful steel. Besmer converter is a large egg-shaped container in which the iron was melted. The principle of LD converter. This is another converter, advanced improvement after the Besmer converter. Linz Donowitz steel making LD converter, manufacture of steel by Besmer, that is LD converter. You know, principle of LD converter is this is a big manufacturing of iron. Iron is a big industry. Now, this is a very important concept of getting the iron manufacture of steel, which is very useful. This all comes under industrial chemistry, my dear friends. Like, share.